Being competitive and growing your business requires an understanding of past performance, current marketplace dynamics, and a future outlook. This includes your company's brand and its interaction with competitors and customers. It's good to start by understanding the history. What happened in the past and why? Benefit from these lessons to avoid repeating mistakes. Here's a framework you can use when you research marketplace history. In the top row, fill in your brand and competitors. The number of competitors you see here is just to illustrate. You may have any number of competitors. In the left column, use the prompts to fill in historical information for your brand and competition. Here are just a couple of examples: market share, business size, and media spend. Once you complete your historical research, you're ready to assess current trends. You can use the same framework we just reviewed to fill in a snapshot of what's happening today. I've included an exercise file with this framework and additional examples of what you can include in the left column. You can use the left column as is or customize to better suit your needs. To develop a future outlook to identify opportunities, evaluate strengths, weaknesses, and threats. These can include anything specific to your brand, customers, and competition. This also can include other dynamics that may affect your category. Let's say your company sells a part for an expensive luxury car. If the economy is weak, then you probably need to take that into account as you assess threats. It's helpful to consider history when you think about the future. But remember, the past does not always predict the future. Predictions work best over short time intervals, when past circumstances are essentially the same as what you anticipate, and when customers are consistent in their attitudes and behaviors. You may have heard of a SWOT analysis, which includes strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. I put a twist on this to make it more actionable. A traditional SWOT typically is used as an ideation tool and has these 4 quadrants. People ideate a bunch of items to include in each quadrant. The problem with this typical approach is that it often leaves marketers with many lists, unprioritized, and they just don't know where to start. This can cause frustration and inaction. So here's what I recommend. Think of one strength and then one corresponding weakness and threat with that strength. Then think collectively about that strength, weakness, and threat to identify the opportunity. Sometimes it helps to think of strengths and weaknesses from an internal company perspective and threats from an external perspective. Here's an example of how to use this approach. Let's say a company has manufactured copy machines for years, but recently started offering other office products like printers, faxes, and software. This company's strength is that they are a well-known, reputable brand in the copy machine category. Their weakness is that most customers only think of this brand for copy machines. The threat is other brands entering the copy machine category who also offer many of the other products that this company offers, like printers, faxes, and software. So this company's opportunity is to leverage its strong brand reputation and awareness in copy machines to promote its other products in the other categories. Understand past performance and current trends to anticipate opportunities to differentiate and keep your brand relevant.